Good morning, kids. It's Mr. AG. It's Friday, September 25th. Thank you very much for a great week of learning. It's been a weird one with the internet going down on Tuesday and pit day on Wednesday, and Fridays are always a little extra weird because our schedule changes. And I know that your paper schedule says we have small group work up until 11:15, but we still do not have small group work. I've got teacher meetings and more parent meetings. And so this video here is not just for math, it's for your entire morning. But we are starting with math, okay? And we've developed a bit of a routine in math for Friday mornings. You're going to click into our assignments, click into the math folder, and you are going to go to this Friday exit tickets folder, which is at the top or next to the top after this video. And you've got 3 assignments to complete. Remember, anytime you see this icon here, it is an assignment, and you have to turn it in with Kami. So when you open it up, you have to actually click that gray bar here that says Open Assignment with Kami so that you have the opportunity to turn it in. So I'm going to remind you that there's a text-to-speech feature for any students who are struggling with the words, and here we've got a in lesson 15, we focused on the commutative property, which tells us that the order of the factors doesn't matter. The product doesn't change. And they're asking you to prove it using tape diagrams. So you're going to have one tape diagram that shows 4 groups of 3 to get the same total as a second tape diagram that has 3 groups of 4. All right. If you look at the next exit ticket in the folder here. In lesson 16, you open it with Kami again. Don't forget, when you submit, you have to, after you finish putting the work on, you have to actually click the turn in button 2 times. When you click it here, you got to click it again here to submit it. Okay, this one we focused on the distributive property, which is basically breaking up a problem into smaller problems and then putting it back together at the end. So you have to evaluate what this person says that she did for 7 times 4, and it says use this array to explain Destiny's strategy. Well, you should definitely have the words break apart and put together back in her strategy, and you've got to make sure you label the empty box here, label the empty lines here. Basically, you're solving the multiplication problem here, solving the second part here where she broke up 7 times 4 into 2 separate problems, smaller, easier problems. Solve those problems and then put them together to get the total. You have to use the text box to write or to type how you would explain what she did. It's a break apart and solve strategy. She's breaking the problem into 2 smaller problems and solving the smaller problems, and then finding the sum of those smaller problems. I just gave you the answer. So if you watch the video, go back to it, type in just what I said. All right. Here we go. We're moving back to the folder here in this Friday exit tickets. The last of the assignments that you have is this lesson 17 exit ticket. This covers the work that was assigned on Tuesday, and actually this was Thursday's assignment. And basically you've got to solve a couple of word problems here. It's 2 problems, and you can make sure you follow the written instructions. It says draw and label a number bond to solve, so make sure you do that. And here it says draw and label a tape diagram to solve, so make sure you do that. But we're looking to make sure you're understanding the work that we've been asking you to do and we've been leading you through. So it looks like we're starting with a total here. Those are key words. When we start with a total, usually that means that you're dividing. Okay, so you could write your equations as multiplication with a missing part, but your equation should be starting with the totals, and you're dividing to find a quotient. All right, guys, we're going to shift over. I'm 4 minutes into this, so I'm going to explain the rest of your morning to you. After you finish the lesson 15, 16, 17 exit tickets, you're going to want to go back into the homeroom here. And this says 2020 August. It's an image that I can't change, but it is an updated weekly schedule. So when you click into here, it actually has your specific schedule for Fridays. So you know we don't have our morning meeting. We have our regular math live sessions. And then you've got a chance to, I've got a teacher meeting during this time and it's catch-up work for you. Make sure you've completed all the assignments for the week. Well, this is kind of when you catch your breath, and your list is actually right here where it says catch up on any unfinished work. So number one is the exit tickets. You've got to make sure those are finished. That's your main assignment for today. And after you finish those, you move down to number two. So it's a checklist. You just go through this straight through. You've got an assignment that was due on Thursday. Many people haven't turned this in. Lesson 17 problem set. If you look into that math folder, it's right here in the math folder, right? You're always looking for this one, the lesson 17 problem set. Some people have completed it, some people have not. If you're one of the people that haven't, now's the time to do it, or this morning is the time to do it. Okay, number 3 and 4 are the Lexia and Dreambox goals. So your goals are to complete 8 units per week in Lexia and complete 7 lessons per week in Dreambox. And this week for Lexia, only only Max, Maggie, and Ryan have completed the 8 units per week. So if I didn't just mention your name, you need to go into Lexia and work on completing some of those units. In Dreambox, only Hezekiah has completed the goal of finishing 7 full lessons. Nobody else has finished 7 lessons in Dreambox. So we've got our work cut out for us this morning. You've got your math exit tickets, your lesson 17 problem set. You've got 8 units to finish, or get up to 8 units in Lexia, get up to 7 lessons in Dreambox. And then after you finish those things, if you still have time, and you need something to do, you can always write something fun. Work on a writing project you've been working on. Do a new writing project. Or read a good book. These last 2, 5, and 6 are choices. You don't have to do them in order. And these are the instructions that take you all the way up to your lunch period at 11:55. So I don't want you to stress out about it, but I do want you to get these things finished. And so get as far as you can in these things. And when it gets to 11:55, take a nice deep breath, take a break, don't worry about anything, have your lunch, talk to your family, and relax a little bit. We can only do what we can do. Put one foot in front of the other and breathe easy. If you worked hard and you did your best, pat yourself on the back knowing that you did all you could do. I don't want you to stress out about the work that you have to do. And you know, it is kind of a lot, but there's nobody in the classroom who's finished with all of these things. So you do have plenty of work to do during the 11:15 to 11:50, or it's actually for you, it's the 10:55 to 11:55. So you have about an hour to do all of these things. And I know that's probably not enough time to get it all done, but it's okay. And then you've got your inquiry assignment, which will be posted at for your 12:40 after lunch. We'll have our live reading sessions, and you'll have some independent reading time. And then you'll finish the day with your related arts. You've got Spanish today, and whatever you didn't get finished in Lexia or Dreambox, you can go back to at 3:15. That's our day today, guys. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can send me an email or post a message to me in Schoology, or actually talk to me in one of our live sessions about your questions. Okay, this is it. I'm proud of you. You've done a great job so far, and this is a weird way to do our learning, but at the same time, it's still been very enjoyable for me to watch you grow and learn up to this point. Keep working hard. You can do it. Stay positive, and let's have a great Friday.